Okay, let's dive into something that is, well, it's just beautiful and really complex.
Okay.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a very specific watch, the Frederique Constant Classic Tourbillon manufacture.
Hmm.
And we're focusing on the brand new one, the version with the light blue mother-of-pearl dial.
Right, and we've got basically a text description of this piece as our source, gives us all the details, the materials, the mechanics, why it's special.
Exactly. So our mission really is to unpack that, pull out the key details from the description, figure out what makes this specific watch tick, and sort of understand its place,
Hmm.
both for Frederique Constant and, in the wider watch world.
And what's interesting here, I think, is you've got this blend. You have a serious complication, the tourbillon, a big deal in watchmaking, but paired with this very aesthetic choice, mother of pearl, taps right into that trend for stone dials, natural materials.
Yeah, it's a cool mix. Tradition and something very current.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. Frederique Constant, they've kind of built this reputation, haven't they? Bringing serious complications down to earth a bit, price-wise.
Right. More accessible, high watchmaking. And they've been doing their own tourbillons in-house for, what, quite a few years now?
Yeah, exactly. And this specific line, the classic tourbillon manufacturer, that came out a couple of years back. It was meant to be, I think, a bit more refined, smaller, maybe dressier than their earlier tourbillon.
That's right. And this new one builds right on that. The big change, like you said, is that dial, light gray-blue mother of pearl. You just don't see that combo very often.
No, especially not with the tourbillon complication sitting there.
Exactly. It gives it this amazing, depth and shimmer, changes with the light, very dynamic look. But the rest is still very classic.
Yeah.
Applied markers, sharp hands, polished, no loom, clearly a dress piece.
And bang, right there at 6 o'clock, you can't miss it. That big tourbillon cage rotating once a minute. It's got the seconds hand integrated too. It's definitely the main event visually.
Oh, absolutely. The star of the show. And speaking of what's inside, the mechanics. We're looking at the Caliber FC 984. That's their own automatic movement, in-house, with the tourbillon running at 4 hertz.
And here's where it gets technically quite interesting, right? The text mentions the tourbillon cage uses silicon parts.
Mm-hmm. Specifically the escape wheel and the anchor.
Okay, and that's significant because...
Well, silicon has some major pluses. It's anti-magnetic, which is huge these days with phones, laptops, everything. Magnetism can really mess up accuracy.
Right.
And it also doesn't need lubrication in the same way, so it should lead to more stable performance over time, better longevity for the movement.
Gotcha. Okay. And it's automatic, powered by a central rotor. But the power reserve is mentioned as around 38 hours.
Yeah, 38 hours.
That feels maybe a little short, for a tourbillon even, compared to some other modern movements.
It does, yeah. It's functional, fine for daily wear, but, if you swap watches often, you'll be winding it more. It's a trade-off somewhere, maybe in the design or keeping things compact, but it's definitely something to be aware of.
Okay. And beyond the movement, the case itself, we learned it's white gold, polished white gold.
Yep, which definitely puts it in their higher end category. But they kept those nice compact dimensions from this line, 39 millimeter diameter.
Very wearable size.
Totally. And just under 11 millimeter thick, so it's elegant on the wrist. Sapphire crystal front and back, naturally. See the dial, see the movement.
And it comes on a light blue alligator strap, folding clasp, completes the look.
Mm.
Very cohesive package.
So yeah, when you put all those pieces together, you've got serious in-house mechanics, that modern silicon tech, then the luxury materials, white gold, the unique MoP dial, all in this really elegant, well-proportioned size.
It's not like you can just walk in and grab one easily. It's limited, right?
Well,
Text at just 36 pieces.
36 pieces, yeah. And the price is 34,995 Swiss francs.
Which, okay, is a lot of money. Definitely top tier for Frederique Constant. But it still kind of fits their strategy, doesn't it?
In a way, yes. It's offering an in-house tourbillon at a price point that, while high, is often significantly less than where many traditional horologery brands would even start for something similar. It's like a gateway to that world.
Right. You get a taste of really high-end watchmaking.
Exactly. And knowing all these specifics, the caliber number, the silicon bits, the reason for the MoP dial, the precise size, it helps you appreciate it more. It's not just a nice tourbillon watch. It's this watch with these features positioned in this way. You understand the choices they made.
It adds layers to the appreciation. So that kind of leads to a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. We see this pairing traditional complication, modern-ish material What other classic high-end complications do you think we might see getting paired with unexpected materials like mother of pearl or maybe meteorite or something else entirely in the future?
Yeah, and what does that trend, if it continues, tell us about how watch design is evolving and maybe what collectors are looking for now?
Something to think about. A fascinating piece, definitely worth a deep dive.